It's Wednesday, and Dr. V, what does Wednesday mean?
Wednesday it means that I have a day of pure joy because it's website Wednesday when I get to watch Dean struggle and then triumph in rewriting a website.
Okay, so what are we doing today? You have a search term for me. You have a URL specific one you want to give me. What are we doing?
Yeah, I sent it to you. It's a friend's website who may not be my friend anymore after we do this. But it's no, I think you will. It's Yucca Valley Family Chiropractic.com. I put it into our private chat because it's so long. I've always wanted him to shorten it. But he loves purple, by the way.
Okay. I can see that.
That's more lavender, I guess. I've known him since 1986, so that's a long-term friend in my book.
Wow.
Usually yeah.
There's a lot going on here, man.
Yeah, it's a little busy. And he wants to focus more on personal injury and working with veterans. He's in a special program, I guess, where they do that. With the community care, I guess, is the program. But, I mean, he designs it himself, so be forewarned.
Sure.
Yeah. From a template. I think this is through, there's a company called something Matrix, Meta Matrix, and they have different divisions. This is Chiro Matrix. So essentially they give you templated stuff unfortunately with content that is somewhat the same. There's a library of content, and then people all over the US, sometimes on the same street, will have the same pieces of content. So it doesn't do a lot for their SEO.
No. All right. So let's, well, first of all, before we get to the headline, let's look at this. I wouldn't have this here, and I wouldn't be repeating the phone number since it's right here. I would move this down, especially since it's a very specific URL.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll come here and not know you're in the Yucca Valley.
No kidding.
And I assume people in the Yucca Valley know that, it's the proximity, Mongo Valley and Joshua Tree and Lander.
Yeah. But chiropractors infamously do this. They try to pull in, let's remind them that they're here, there,
right?
Sterling, Chantilly, Alexandria, Arlington, if it's Virginia.
Well, it does help, but not to have it right on top.
All right. Can you, because you're, this industry well. I mean, I get under accepting personal, that I understand. What's with the veterans with community care?
As I mentioned a little while ago, it's a specific program called Community Care where he is actually now a provider. And they will, veterans can come to him. I think it's free of charge or extremely low copay because he's a preferred provider. Most chiropractors don't participate in this specific program,
right? And
so it's something. He's big on helping veterans.
Okay.
But that program, I mean, I just don't like the way this is laid over his office location because you can see neither the things he accepts it, but he's really big in personal injury cases. He's like the one chiropractor in a huge area who actually will accept an attorney lien, meaning that the patient doesn't have to pay anything out of pocket, and he'll accept basically to be paid by the attorney when the case is settled. And so he even gets patient referrals from San Francisco, which is a long ways away from Yucca Valley. So,
okay. See, like obviously this headline is problematic. Also, I can't change this headline. It's part of the graphic.
No, I know it's a graphic. So this is the DIY approach.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm more concerned about the copy.
I mean, it is informative.
Yeah,
it's fine. You're right. I wouldn't plaster it over and obscure the picture of his location. especially it's where it's a physical location or all of his work happens at this location. So it's not a bad
Exactly.
idea to show people what the location looks like.
No.
I'm not sure his office belongs as the hero image.
Right. But he likes to have that. It's
I
like,
mean, if it was,
it's a tug of war sometimes.
yeah. I mean, I could almost see if it's hard to, I'm describing something and show it. You can imagine that this hero image, right, this whole section here, starting with with the clouds and the building, and with
Your audio is a little off.
that this was split down
Better.
the middle,
Yeah.
Okay.
and on the right hand side, you had a picture or two pictures
Mhm.
that conveyed personal injury case and
Right.
veterans community care case, right?
Right.
And then on the right hand side, you could actually have a headline that talked about, it was more aspirational, like
Right.
as opposed to just purely informational, like it is.
Right.
Like that's what I would do.
But go
If
from
he wanted
aspiration.
to,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
could even have 3 pictures and put his office in there if that's a deal killer for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I like that. Like
Right.
a triptych.
But not only is that sort of like a kludgy headline
Mm.
that needs to be rewritten, but
Yeah.
it's white on a light background. Like it's not
Yeah,
even
that's
easy
the
to
thing that
read.
bothers me the most.
Yeah. It's very
And yet
hard
I'm
to-
sure they looked at different colors, and there's no color that will work on a light background like this. A
Mhm.
light mottled messy background like that. Black
Mhm.
would look terrible. Blue look, trust me, I've tried them all for
Yeah.
thumbnails and stuff on YouTube. Like, no, it just doesn't work.
There's nothing like white
Split it.
letters over. There's nothing like white letters over white clouds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what you do is you split it and you have smaller pictures, but that convey who you're talking to or who you're targeting, right?
Mhm.
And then on the right hand side, it's like a solid color, and then you can put your headline on it.
Brilliant.
It can even be this lavender thing that he really loves.
Yeah, I think the lavender doesn't have enough contrast. Actually, he used to have a
Mhm.
darker purple. But there's your veterans. There's Dr.
Right, but I mean, he's already got the pictures, right? He owns the personal
Yeah.
injury, he owns the veteran, and then I mean, you can do the massage, I
Injury.
guess. I would
above
limit
the fold.
I would try to limit it to 2. I mean, and really it comes down to like what's driving his business. If the massage stuff is like really profitable,
No,
then prioritize it. But if it's not,
it's the personal injury is the profit
then
center.
mention it somewhere, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
But would you recommend having a picture of a person who's hurt as opposed to
Yes.
just the cars?
Although this is actually not bad in
Mm.
that there's no, if you include personal injury, there's no confusion about what
True.
he's talking about.
You've been rear-ended. It's very
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
It's very specific.
The other option you could have is sort of like
Yeah.
how to convey a lawyer. Like, how do you convey a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
You could actually just have, someone in a suit or business suit,
Right.
male or female, right, in front of a floor to ceiling bookshelf full of law books,
Yeah, the entire
and just say
federal-
personal injury in there. That's the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean,
No,
I would
this is
take
when you would make
2 of
start-
these sort of pictures, and I would move them up to the left-hand side of the hero image, and then use the
I
right-hand
agree.
side with a lavender flat background for a headline.
This is good.
Okay, so then let's see.
We're gonna
Yet
repeat
another
ourselves, yeah.
repeat of the phone number. It's fine. You sure he doesn't want to invest in letting people? I guess he needs to screen them, right? Instead of just letting them book online.
Yeah, I was just that thought just occurred to me. Like we've said, would you feature somebody and get a release? Now, this, by the way, I don't know if this person has a release. That he's talking to her knee to knee. They must have signed a release.
Maybe it's an employee.
Oh, that's a possibility too. Did she sign a release in case she's no longer there? There's so much text.
Yeah, and it's all like
Small.
nothing is shorter than it.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's
It-
break
it-
down.
Yeah, it's the desire to include everything in hopes that somebody
Holy
will see something that
crap,
resonates.
That's a long first sentence.
It's like,
Wow. Oh wait, I'm not even done.
I'm
It
not done
actually
yet.
stops here. It's one sentence.
Yeah, when you have a 5-line sentence in a wide paragraph, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make numerous suggestions, and hopefully this turns out better. We'll see. He used to
like
go by the
over
name
50
Family
words.
Chiropractic, and now it's Yucca Valley Family Chiropractic. It's just so long. Everything's long.
I can't
We love
give
you,
you-
Nelson, by the
I
way.
think this
in
is
case you ever
also a
see this.
graphic. I can't get there to do anything.
Oh, you can't do anything because it's not an image, is it?
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Turned itself off somehow.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, the first sentence needs to be shorter than 50 something words. Like, that's
It's
a
not a
hard rule.
It's a paragraph in onto itself. Dr. Off, Dr. Off. So, I mean, well, no, it is actually. That's a second sentence.
It sort of stops there, I
It
guess.
is another sentence, but he's repeating his own name.
Yeah.
Would you write things in the first person or no?
I would write to the reader.
Yeah. You need, yeah.
And if he's specialized and leads with and makes most of his money off of one or two things, then
Yeah.
that's what I would lead with.
Right. Got it.
Right. So we would start with something like not including this thing, which, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to not going to mess with his desire to repeat his telephone number everywhere.
Repetition is the key to learning.
Right. So let's see. What's the benefit? And who's he talking to? Personal injury victims, right?
Right. They're hurt. They're in pain. They have stiffness. They can't do things. They're super stressed out because they've taken too much time off of work.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Yes to all that, but if he's basically has a territorial exclusive, if he's one of the very, very, very few people in a very large area that does something, I would just leave with that.
Okay, because there actually have been chiropractors in that area during the pandemic, even down the road from him, who've closed and they're gone. So he does have some significant geographic advantages. He's one of the few chiropractors in that entire area.
Is it called Family Chiropractic?
This is where I get into trouble. This is where I'm incensed. It's Yucca Valley Family Chiropractic, but he used to go just by Family Chiropractic, and I've had to play with this logo and all kinds of things, and even place Yucca Valley Family Chiropractic over the top or below the logo, and it's almost unrecognizable when you put it into social media, whether it's memes or stories or whatever.
You should go with a shorter.
On Instagram, I forced him to go to what was it? It was Yucca Valley Chiro. I forced him because he couldn't get that whole.
Which part of California is Yucca Valley in? Like,
it's near Palm Desert, Palm Springs, about
Southern California.
2.5. Yeah, Southern California, about 2.5 hours from here, from San Diego, kind of going inland and slightly north. It's in the desert. It's definitely Palm Desert. It is, yeah. Where it's 70 here, it's like 100 there. So
nice.
Veterans with community care.
I mean, it's not fancy, but I mean, he happens to have he has a unique position.
He definitely has a unique position with he has a unique position with respect to community care for sure. His unique position with personal injury, because there are other chiropractors in the area who take PI cases, but his unique position is that he accepts a lien.
Yeah.
And most chiropractors don't want to wait 2-3 years for their money.
No.
So nor do physical therapists, as we know.
Nor do physical therapists, no.
Exactly. John's wife.
I was gonna say my wife has the same kind of thing going on with the veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it's specific to California, but I doubt it. I think it's a federal thing.
I think it is a federal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does it here.
Does he only work with certain lawyers?
Well, no, personal injury lawyers typically. I mean, I would say there are lawyers who specialize in personal injury. Of course, you usually see them advertising on billboards and on TV all the time with numbers that are, call 888-888-8888 today. If that is a real thing, but they and it's very lucrative. Well, by the way, it's lucrative, by the way, not so much for the personal injury work, but because every once in a while, maybe out of X number of thousands of cases, there's a wrongful death suit, and that
Right.
can fund a law practice forever.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like it's almost like the lost leader is the personal injury case.
Okay.
But
So
he
I
does
would-
want to
I would
emphasize
want to
that
double
he
down
accepts
on this.
liens. So
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
Neck
That's
pain,
not a
back
bad
pain,
thing.
headaches, muscle tightness. Fee-free. Fee-free sounds like a little poodle. Fee-free. That's Fifi. Sorry.
Fifi.
Fifi is like a little French poodle. No.
Mm-hmm.
Bofi
Actually,
and
you're
Fifi.
right. It's a bit tricky.
That's a hard one for me to say. And
That'd
I
make a
usually
good
say
mascot.
things real good.
Fifi.
No fee. There you go. As opposed to Fee-free.
Fifi says no fee.
We need a little dog. They had a
You
little
need a little poodle. That's what
Oh
you
my
should tell
god,
him.
he's great.
You should tell him. You gotta have a poodle. It's like the gecko. Fifi says no
Oh,
fee.
here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Dang.
We can get rid of that. I feel like family chiropractic is one of the only practices. Personally, victims and veterans. Well, personal injury victims and veterans with community care. What? They're not going to be confused thinking a personal injury victim has to have community care. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. F. He's super, super nice guy. I mean, I've known him forever and a day. But once again, you have people who think that they can do it all on their own. All they need is they'll go, not spend a lot of money because sure, I'm smart. I went to university. I got a degree. I cut up cadavers. I know how to do, take blood pressure. So I
We're
certainly
dialed
can.
in on this one. It's fine.
Cool.
We talked about the hero image, so that's
Yeah.
done. This is still a long sentence.
It is long. We're committed to giving you pain relief or something like that. We are, something short. I've really, as we've done these, I'm getting better and better at shortening whatever I write, and John's the same way because we're so exposed to the mind of Dean Way.
What's happened to me?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on?
Goff and the welcoming team at Yucca Valley. Okay, first of all, nope. We've already said the name
Many times.
You really can
Our
learn by
team.
osmosis. We're proof.
Dr. Goff and his team help you get rapid pain relief
Can you
without the
say that?
hassles of. Just gone through 22 iterations. Here we go. I like that. They can fill in the blank themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like speaking to them. Whether you have. You wouldn't say for your back pain because you already said your before. Back pain, neck pain, headaches, and muscular tightness and tension.
Is that a thing you would have there?
I mean, yeah, well, you would definitely have that, but typically it's like, limited range of motion,
Right.
stiffness in the joint stiffness. I mean,
Those
I
are all
guess-
better.
yeah, I think
motion,
the shorter is better. I'm learning that. It's the way of the Dean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I like limited motion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not for myself. but I
Limited
like
motion. There you go.
And then for myself.
limited motion. And what was the other one?
Well, there's inflammation, joint swelling, joint
Joint
pain.
inflammation.
Can we just say joint issues?
Yeah, great
Sure.
because it covers everything from shoulders to knees to necks to whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he just repeats the same thing over here.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, pain relief is a big thing. Pain relief is probably the key word that you would look for in a
Oh.
personal injury case.
You're going to be shocked to know I'm deleting the exclamation mark.
No, But we need
Yeah.
that to emphasize how important it is and how
I've
exciting
not
it
checked it
is.
out. Not checked.
Oh, God.
Now I don't know the chiropractic business much, so maybe testimonials are a really, really big thing there. And if that's fine, if that's the case, I'm fine with leaving this in. But we need to rework it.
People love testimonials. Now you sometimes can get in trouble with your various state boards, but like chiropractors way back in the 70s and 80s, they had these books of testimonials, a big binder, like not a binder full of women, like what's his name? Romney said, but they'd have these plastic things, and they'd insert all these 8.5 by 11 pages with a picture of the patient, and they're answering a couple of questions. And I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was about to die, but now I'm pain free. And that has transitioned somewhat into online testimonials. I think he has one here from YouTube further down on the page, but it's an old one. Visit our testimonials page. See what patients by their experience.
But they do make a big difference.
Oh yeah, they do many times. It's just like reviews on Amazon, but deeper.
Exactly.
Life after treatment. That's good. Although they don't like treatment, they like adjustment. But I think it's good. Or life after natural health care. They love to emphasize that too.
Unless there's a compliance or legal reason.
Yeah,
you would
exactly.
You would use what a prospective and possibly inexperienced patient would say. So treatment is better than adjustment. Adjustment, you have to
I understand
treatment
that.
Everyone understands.
But you have to understand, chiropractors are they somewhat bristle at the wrong terms. Like, don't call it chiropractic or don't call it medical care. We're not medical doctors. We're chiropractors. And the problem is they get into this semantic battle and they push away potential patients.
Yeah. I mean, even physically, you can see the difference.
Welcome.
Wall of text with repetition and on.
The
and
wall
on.
of text.
And now we get it.
Yeah. I like this much better. In fact, this is going to be, awesome.
All right. How much time we got? We got a little bit of time left. Let's look at where we might be able to make a bigger impact.
Yeah. I still, lavender over
this
these
layout
pictures. Can't see anything.
This color has to go. It doesn't. It looks terrible on top of everything. It's not even that easy to read.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
I mean, what I would suggest
doesn't even take up the full quarter slot like all the others do.
Yeah, that's because that's his. He actually has a statue built of his logo out in front of that place. So,
yeah,
which is kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Go take a 16:9 photo of it. Put that in instead. It's fine.
Yes.
By itself, it would actually be great. It's a landmark. So,
it's a good bio.
This, what's the point of learning who we are if we're only going to talk about one person?
Exactly. Well, if he had his whole staff there, that would be different. Yeah, and I would actually recommend he have his staff in there. Well, part of his wife is now the office manager. Thank God, she's really whipped that place into shape.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think it's good to have your own staff in.
Yeah.
If you have a staff. So, why not?
Put a period here.
Moreno Valley, Clinic. The Monongo Basin. I didn't even know there was a Monongo Basin.
I didn't either.
Flamingo Heights. How many flamingos are there? It's too damn hot. There's not enough water.
It's a desert with no water.
There's no water. Actually, you know what? The water in that area is incredibly good. It's fed by mountain springs, and you can drink it right out of the tap. That's one thing they have going for them.
There's always one thing.
Do people that live in Morocco Basin not know?
No, they have to know. I mean, I would just say,
the
Yucca Valley area and surrounding area or something like that. I mean, the Monongo Basin, it's like, so I guess he moved there like a year after we met, which is 86. He moved there 87. Yeah, I've got 33 years in practice. He has 34. So that was
usually though, where people stick that in for SEO is at the bottom someplace.
Yeah. I would think so too.
It's a little thing with the
I would talk. I would talk more about him than where he is located.
Right.
Well, I don't know anything about him because he hasn't put anything in here for me to.
Well, you got to read more. So
Somebody
you have to
number
push that
9.
purple button.
Yeah, push the purple button.
So over here it looks like this, and over here it's now a good bit shorter.
Yeah.
Just he repeats himself.
But we keep going on and saying we're just clinic and Dr. Riccaville, promoting health and well-being. This whole health and well-being thing is more preventative health care, but most people don't come to the chiropractor for prevention. That probably represents 3 to 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Most
why are
of them
you
come for
here,
pain
right?
relief.
You're here reading
Why
this.
are you here?
Basically, you're here reading this part just to
Yeah.
make sure that this guy has been around a bit and has experience.
Is he
That's all.
legit?
Yeah.
That
The
photo's
only
really old.
it's purely a safety play. It's just like, how do I know it's safe for me to spend time and money with this
Safe.
guy?
Yeah. Why are you
Yeah.
the safe choice?
Right.
All right, and then there's a couple minutes left. Is there anything in particular here you'd want me to
I-
tackle?
I'm
Because
trying to figure out.
we have no shortage of things to still look at.
Yeah, to look at.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about all these little icons here? I think they're annoying.
Those are fine. Those are there's a term for those. It's like
Badges.
They're like
here's what
certifications.
these are, okay?
Or-
Here's what they are. You know what a jump cut is in like a YouTube video.
Yeah, it's like the.
So the thing about a jump cut is it is noticed but instantly forgotten.
Okay.
These are exactly, they're like a jump cut. They're noticed,
Gotcha.
but then instantly forgotten.
Gotcha.
And so there's no harm in having them there. There might be some benefit in having them there for certain patients, but
Right.
they don't actually take any attention, so they're gone.
Right.
Well, sometimes they're looking for an activator doctor, and that activator thing is there. The problem is the activator brands is so tiny you don't even see. it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, these are, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, they actually look a little better on my preview screen, but these are not high resolution images. They're very,
Yeah.
like, they're crappy.
Got it.
If I was going to do anything, I would just make them all roughly the same size
yeah.
and get higher resolution versions of them.
Yeah. He's got Metagenics twice, which is kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. I noticed
One at
that
the
too.
beginning and the end,
Yeah.
which is great. It's a great company for supplements.
Mhm.
Your first visit, I guess this is, I don't know what the natural high, the neural highway. I guess
Neural
this is sort of a
highway.
stock video.
Oh God, I hope not.
Well, it might
Really?
be. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Might be.
My suspicion when I see neural highway, that's not,
That
I
sounds
don't
stock
think it's
to me.
his.
It looks stock too.
Well, maybe he had to create it. No, this is
No.
stock, I think. Probably provided. Yeah, it's got to be provided by Chiromatrix.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
no
pretty
company.
sure of it. Yeah. Let me
That
explain
is
to
the
you.
most early. That is the most 1992 looking video.
There
I've
you
seen
go.
in a long time.
And this is the
Yeah.
problem.
No.
Wow.
I'm trying to pull him into the 21st century,
I bet we could make him a nice
which
video.
is why we got him on
I would
Instagram.
dump
That
this.
was-
I didn't even hear what's being said. It doesn't matter. I would dump this and I would
Yeah.
move the video to some other place where it was him talking to camera and not him interviewed and looking 35 degrees off camera.
Yeah.
looking at the
no,
camera.
I'm actually going to do a series of video interviews with him and cut
Nice.
them into short form video because he's going to be, he doesn't know this yet, but he's going to be my guinea pig for a new program we're doing.
Sweet.
Okay. By the way, this picture here, it's like, it looks like there's actually a border around this picture and it's got some artifacts right here.
It's the Sears portrait studio.
Yeah. This black stuff on the side, that's
Lovely.
permanently there. He needs to crop the photo.
Yeah, crop it like it's hot.
All right. That's half an hour. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I will
helpful
make some changes
this
to this. I will actually. Can you highlight that section you worked on there? I want to take a quick screenshot. Thank you. I'm
Sure.
done with that. Because I just think that he needs help.
Yes.
I think high contrast backgrounds, for example, like if his logo at the top, I should say Yucca Valley Family Chiropractic, if it was white on a dark purple, that would work. But this
that would
lavender
work.
thing,
I mean, you can almost hear what someone was thinking when they did this. It's like lavender is and
It's
by the way,
soothing.
it's a gradient lavender, so it's actually darker on the left and
oh,
right.
you're
yeah.
right. I see
Middle.
that now. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But it's very soothing. It's very calming. It'll like make people feel like
They're
calm.
already in pain. Why would you?
Yeah.
Part of me wants to just make it red with
Yeah.
white letter.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get that, but if you're gonna do that, you need either white letters all in bold.
Right.
You definitely don't use another shade of purple
Correct.
for text. It's just
Yes.
a bad idea.
Yeah.
They might need some purple rain in Yucca Valley since it's so dry.
Mm.
You never know.
Let's call Prince.
So
If we could.
there you go, Yucca Valley Family Chiropractic.
Dr. Nelson Goff, I'm coming for you.
There you
Okay.
I've got great photos of him that are better than these. So,
Let me turn that off.
okay. Hey, we're back. Our
So
faces
that's
in
another
various
website
places.
Wednesday. Chiropractic this time.
Mhm.
Chiropractic.
Wait, didn't you do a chiropractor? No, you did we did a
did a-
doctor in like New York or something.
I think it was.
That's
No, we
like
didn't do a
sports medicine
dermatologist.
kind of thing. Remember that guy?
I got to go back and figure that out.
Yeah, there was
Right.
like a sports medicine guy, like very big.
Yeah, I
into
love.
skiing.
Oh, the sports
He was like
medicine stuff I
certified
love.
skier or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, sports medicine is fun. It's always interesting to see, and part of me wonders too. I was looking at another chiropractor who has a chain of, I think, 7 clinics in the DC area, Northern Virginia, DC, and Maryland.
Right.
And I thought to myself, he'd be an interesting person to do something with. But he's on TikTok as of this week, which I thought
Right
was
on.
interesting. Okay, where are we back next week on Tuesday?
We're back next week on Tuesday for Content Tuesday.
Because tomorrow Dean has important people to talk to.
Yeah, apparently I can't pull that off again. Last
It's
time,
okay.
Like this
You're in demand.
tomorrow last month is when we did our 90-minute positioning workshop for folks and gave away everything, including the workbooks and booklets and all that stuff. And so I wasn't able to attend or go to this meeting last month because we were doing our thing. So this month we're not doing one until what did we say the date was for that was going to be?
You say the 20, potentially the 27th, although it's my wife's birthday, so I have to check that. I don't want to get in trouble.
I wouldn't mind coming in. No, we like to give ourselves 3 weeks from the announcement. So that would be
I think it'll be okay. I'll let you know within the next 30 minutes.
all right. So anyway, we'll be doing as of now, scheduled for the 27th, and the links will go up soon. We're doing our second big kind of set piece of these are ideas that are in marketing and sales that are often, way too often, overlooked, and yet are proven. They have had contact in the real world and they survive because they're fundamentally truthful. And so that's what we're going to be going through to sort of help people remember, or maybe introduce for the first time, concepts for how they market and sell at their company.
I'd like to survive contact with the real world.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of the concepts are actually in the video that we play on Wednesdays. Like of all these things, like you're actually selling your attention as opposed to time or deliverables, things like that. Right? Different ways to think about how you're working and what you're doing to get maximum benefit and effect compared to everyone else.
You get the max.
All right,
minimum.
that's it for today. We're back on Tuesday for content. You guys are going to show me some blog or video or something. So it is that you really like, are kicking butt and taking names. And so on Tuesday, I don't have to do much work this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, John, by the way, in case you weren't here yesterday, we did the main thrust yesterday was we looked at DALL-E and some other AI image generating and video generating engines. Like that was cool.
Yeah, it was
scary.
In fact, Jasper, I found that does that now.
Yeah, Jasper just added.
Really?
It,
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get back in there.
Ed was telling me this morning.
Yep. All right, so that's it for Watch That Wednesday. Cool. Thanks very much, and hopefully we did not offend anyone at Yucca Valley Chiropractic and Dr. Goff.
He'll forgive me. I just have to buy him tequila.
Bye,
Dr.
that's
Goff.
fine.
I think we're done with it.
That's my kind of doctor.
All right.